It's eased off a bit, Kev, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Doesn't seem as bad now. I think it'll carry on by about 10. It'll pretty much have stopped. So that'll be good. Yeah, I think, Kev, that must have been food poisoning, you know, because that virus goes on for a few days, doesn't it, apparently, when you catch that virus where you vomit. Norovirus, I think it's called. So I've got like a Pavlovian response now. I'm frightened of kebabs, which is a tragedy, really, because I absolutely love them, but I don't love them quite as much anymore. And we're off. Right, Kev, so yeah, it's now 9 o'clock. If you haven't heard from me by 9:30, set off anyway. All right, Kev, I'll see you in a bit. Behind me is Braunston Tunnel, 1,873 metres of loveliness. It was actually warm in there. Well, it was warm in the outdoors. Well, look, we're in a cutting. As you come out of the tunnel, obviously it goes through a hill, so it's no, you know, the tunnel does, so it's no surprise to see that there's a cutting on the far side of it, and it's quite deep, probably 30 odd feet deep, this cutting, so really significant. Do you know, I think the rain's actually stopped. I don't need the hat. I'm being foolish. Hatless. We got boats either side, but it's a very generously sized canal, this. Got to say that. Right. Hat's indoors. Somewhere. I just threw it wildly. So we've got a cunning plan, right? The locks ahead are going to close, and we've got to get through them. I've got to get through them to press on to Milton Keynes and south. Kevin's got to get through them because he's actually selling his boat, and he wants to get to Wilton Marina, which is just below the locks, 2 miles away, something. Now, it was snowing last night, and there's still some down here. It's kind of melted, but it's not stuck. But it's about sort of 3 degrees ish, 2 or 3 degrees. It's pretty chilly, but it's not frozen. So working the locks could be hazardous anyway. I mean, frozen would be worse, but it's going to be pretty chilly, so it's going to be slushy, slippery, and I'm not taking any chances. Which brings me to the cunning plan. Cunning plan is, Kevin's going to go through the locks today. I think it's like 9 a.m.ish now. Anyway, it'll take about 3 hours to get down, and to save to save both of us going into the locks together and climbing out lock ladders and working the sides and climbing, you know, whatever the palaver we'd have had to do, we're going down in the locks. To save all the palaver, I'm going to borrow a sneaky technique pioneered by Dave and Danny last winter on the Macclesfield, which was for one boat to work the other boat through. So this morning, I'm going to work Kevin through, his boat through. Still think that sounds vaguely obscene, but it could be just me, you know. I am a little bit that way. No, I'm not. Whoa. I'm not that way. Methinks I doth protest too much. Anyway, it's not that kind of channel. So distracted myself well and truly there. We're going to get Kevin down this morning, so he gets down early. Down the bottom end of these locks, it's a major lock flight, mad busy in the summer, and because those locks are closing, we think in a week, because they're closing, the traffic's going to start picking up as people try and get through before it gets closed. Kevin actually is worried that he heard a false rumour from a woman we passed a few days ago who said they were closing tomorrow. So he's concerned, he wants to get through today. I'm convinced they're not, and I may live to regret this, but I'm happy to take a chance that my sources are correct, which includes CRT. and that there is no closure till next week. So I'm going to go down tomorrow. So yeah, in a very roundabout way, in a very waffly way, that's the plan. And now that the towpaths aren't looking slushy, and I'm wondering, I thought the snow was going to persist. I thought we'd be dealing with snow on the ladders, snow on the locks, and it looks like maybe we won't. And I'm wondering now, should we go back to the original plan? So here we are. I don't know well, here we are. Yeah, where are we? I say that because I don't know where we are. It's rural over there, behind the tree line, and it's rural on the other side as well. I don't know if we're now in the south part of the Midlands or we're in the north part of the south. Bit of a breeze today as well, that's going to make it interesting. But I am starting to wonder, the conditions are looking good. Maybe I should just go for it and go down with Kevin today, both of us. Okay, I'm gonna see what Kevin thinks of my plan.
Hello.
Hi, Kev. I'm going along, right? I'm about 3/4 of a mile in. I've not seen any snow or slush on the towpath. And
that's good.
well, it is good, but what it also makes me think is we could possibly go back to our original plan and both go down together.
Yeah.
So I'll get on the water point, start filling up, and when I'm finishing, I'll give you a call. Oh no, as I start filling up, I'll give you a call, and it'll take about half an hour. And by the time you get here, I'll be full, and we can maybe we can just head down and get it all done in one day, mate. What do you think?
Yeah, good idea. Let's both go down while we can. Yeah.
So that is called adapting your plan to suit the conditions. Being flexible, smart boating, boat smart. Don't boat harder, boat smarter. Or if you're Dave, do both, frankly. Although boat harder is generally his preferred choice. Diane boats smarter. No, Dave does boat smarter. If he watches this, he'll realise how unfair I'm being. Dave boats very smart, but very hard. He's a hardcore boater. Unlike my pathetic self. We originally intended to set off an hour ago, but it was chucking it down with sleet. It was awful. And it was freezing cold as well. It's warmed up just a tad now. So I'm glad we've waited. And the other brilliant thing about waiting, this is boat smarter. I'm starting to boat smarter. The other brilliant thing about it is that people will be coming up the lock today. Maybe not loads, but there'll be a couple. And they'll probably set off early doors. But as we move down the locks, we'll probably pass a boat. And behind them, the locks, they'll have left them full, because they will have come up and left a level high. But what's interesting, you may not agree, but what I think is interesting this morning is, look at that. The towpath is overflowing, that field. Now, I didn't realise how much rain there had been overnight, but that towpath, part of it is running like a stream. It's coming in from the field behind. It's coming in from the field behind and it's running into the canal. Where we're at is the highest pound in this section. Behind me, the Braunston locks go down, and in front of me, the Buckby locks go down as well. Although there is a junction going off towards Leicester, so that would have an effect. Whether that goes up or down, I don't know. But certainly, this is the highest pound on this section. And I normally think the higher pounds are going to be the ones that are prone to draining and have low levels. But this is well fed by, presumably, streams and, well, by farm fields there, obviously. Farmer should be charging for his water. He's given the CRT water for nothing. No such thing as a free lunch. No such thing as free water. Well, it is. I mean, I'm patently talking rubbish. more rubbish than usual. The cold's made me delirious, I think that's what it is. Me ribs are a bit sore, or the muscles are a bit strained because of the vomiting I was trying to do, well, did do, night before last. We were going to move yesterday. This whole thing was going to happen yesterday, and I just got almost no sleep. I got a couple of hours sleep because of this stomach bug. I had cramps and things. Stomach bug. It's not a stomach bug because I would have still had it. I was okay by midday the next day, but this bad food bug, whatever it was, anyway. Yeah, I wasn't really up to sort of starting, you know, doing this yesterday. I sort of took the day off, executive decision. So this is the Grand Union, guys, after Braunston, you know, and before we came through the tunnel, this all of that was the Grand Union. This is the Grand Union. I haven't mentioned it, but it is the Grand Union Canal. It looks wider to me. I'm sure it's not going to be wider forever, but it certainly is now. I'm trying to set up the camera, and I'm sailing towards a bank. So let's not do that. You know what I'm going to say, folks? It's becoming my sort of cliche. Rolling meadows, quintessential English countryside. Bloody freezing English countryside, to be fair. Right, quick map check. Let's see what's going on. Where are we at? We're not far now. We are less than half a mile from Norton Junction, which heads off up to Leicester on the left. And we are 0.6 of a mile or so from Buckby Top Lock, where the facilities are. Yeah, the wind makes it feel cold. No, it is cold. It is definitely cold. I mean, it's cold anyway, is what I'm saying. I think I can see the Leicester line up ahead. I wonder if the camera will show it. I'll try and get a view. A line of narrowboats, red. You'll see perhaps a dash of red over there. That's Norton Junction. Right. Tomorrow would have been better, but Kevin was just panicking, just in case the woman was right. I checked with 3 different sources. Somebody rang CRT, a boat next to us. They rang CRT to double check. I checked on the Canal World forum, and I rang Wilton Marina, who would know, because it's their business to know. And everyone said, yeah, it's the 13th, this next week. But Kevin, understandably, needs to be absolutely sure. 99%, because, you know, once that closes, he can't get his boat in there and get it up for sale. So up there, that's the Grand Union Leicester line, heads up to Leicester. I believe parts of that are linked to rivers and can be a bit sketchy in bad weather. I can see the facilities now. There seem to be 2 boats coming out of the top lock. Right, this is going to be interesting. Up ahead, I've got 2 boats coming out of the top lock. I want to stop for water. Right, okay. What they're doing, they're thinking I want to come in the lock. This is going to be a lively morning because the wind's blowing me. Okay. Okay, it's going to be a bit tricky. Right, full reverse ish. Right, let's get on that water point. Obviously let's stop the boat as well. Boat's not stopping. The wind's taking it. So let's give it a bit more reverse. I'm trying to explain that I'm not going through the lock, and I don't know how much success I'm having. Morning. Fresh today. Yeah. Morning. Right, the boat's going crazy, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull it back in. And just hold it with this rope while I do the front and rear. Where am I going to hold it at the front? It's the rings. There was a ring, there isn't now. Okay, I don't know what I'll do. For the time being, I'll just wrap it there. Hiya. No, in about an hour or so. I'm filling up first, yeah. So I do apologise, madam. I couldn't really shout, but yeah. So best close them, yeah. But thanks for asking. Hi, Kev. Listen, I've arrived at the water point. Kev, there's an unusual adapter on this thing. Have you got like an adapter that would fit a smaller thread anywhere for a hose? Okay, maybe Wilton will have a standard one then, because I'm not fitting on this. Okay, mate. Yeah, listen, there's a boat waiting for me to get the water, so I'll have to dash. So you might as well set off now. If I can sort the water out, I'll do it. If not, I'll just go down with you when you arrive. All right, mate. I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now. Well, what we got is a bit of a slight situation in that there's nowhere for me to tie on the boat with a ring here, the centre line. I need 2 ties on because it's windy, so I've got the back and the middle tied on, but more of a problem, that water tap has got a non-standard smaller thread than my hose. I've never seen that before. My hose there doesn't fit on it, so I'm hoping that yeah, I can get it on. It's just not going to be quite as elegant as usual. My hose there is too broad, but I found this adapter. Hang on, I found this adapter inside the boat, this thing, and it changes this, which is 3/4 of an inch, to what looks like an inch, and that will do me. I think that's going to solve it. I've got it. Just get that on. Okay, there we go. Looks good. Right, go and hook up the water inside and we're good to go. And I can actually get a brew on as well. Right. Right. So while I'm here, so I can get rid of the bins as well. I feel like it might be at the back here. Had a quick look on Google Earth to save delay, really. Messing about, and I thought, I got the impression it might be. Here we go, yeah, brill. There's the locks there, top lock. boat is filling up with water. Whew. There was a boat behind me. Came out to the top lock, and I think they wanted water, and they pulled up. But they thought better of it and moved on. Which, to be honest, there's a couple of water taps. I think 3 around Braunston, so they'll have plenty of options. But yeah, you can see how breezy it is. We don't normally get ripples and little mini waves like that. The good news is the top lock's full, so if I can get filled up and Kev can get it and we can set off, we'll have the locks in our favour and just go straight in, and that'll save us a fair bit of time. I'll open those gates for you now. Right. How do you want to work it?
We both go down, don't we?
Yeah, just go in, sort of. Are you going to try and go through the one gate thing, or it's not worth it if we're both getting off, is it? If we can manage it with one gate, right, only one of us needs to get off at the bottom.
It's going to be awkward though, isn't it? Because
Yeah.
you got to move over it, and the wind's blowing this way.
Oh right, yeah. Sorry, yeah. That's not gonna. It's not going to happen, is it? A little bit more. The lock is actually overflowing anyway, significantly. So the paddles being open, I don't think is gonna. It's going to really matter that much. It's overtopping the holes in the gate there. So let's see if we can get this gate open. I think that might move. They're very low down, they're at knee level, which is weird. Oh, and they're heavy. Right, it's opening, so I've got it moving. What's that? Yeah? You'll get blown across, won't you? It's no big deal really. There's only 7 of them, so it's not going to kill us today. It's just the wind. Okay, let's see. Okay, just drift, let yourself drift. I'm going to hold you in. If there's any contact, we'll just stop. Now you're getting blown across, Kev. Your back end's getting blown out a bit. There you go. There we go, mate. Right, I'll follow you in now. So Kevin's in the lock up ahead there. He's now running round the lock, and I think he's gonna, well, I don't know what he's gonna do. I think he's gonna open the gate that's on the far side. Right, so I'm going to need to stop. He's not going as fast as I thought. And the wind's taking me faster than I thought. He's trying to pull his boat against the wind. Kev? Yeah, he's got it. He's got it. He's as strong as a bloody ox. There we go. I feel like it would have been better to let his boat drift across with the wind. Anyway, the wind's going to take me in with plenty of speed, so cut the revs. I'll shut this gate on my side first. If you can get my windlass back off there as well, you shut that one, Kev. Oh, these gates are massive. Right, so the idea now is tie my boat on. Could you pass that windlass back, Kev? And I'll go and so
We're doing slowly, won't we?
oh yeah, listen, no rush mate, no rush. So next thing is tie up the boats on a bollard and then we can open the paddles. Centre line, of course. To tie up the boat one does need the centre line. Rather helps. Right. Okay, Kev, I'm tied on. Right. Should we go for it? So halfway, yeah? And keep an eye on the boats. There's just a tiny chance something on the prow could catch on the woodwork, so let's not have that happening. So I'm going to keep my boat off that. Right, we're going down pretty slow, Kev, so another couple of turns. And again, keep your boat off. Boats going down, they go down fast, don't they? I'm still keeping an eye on things. Anything goes wrong, we close them down. But c'est la vie. Oh, just got to warm my hands up. I'm freezing. Oh, my fingers are. I might run them under. Oh, my fingers are so cold. Oh. I'm just going to try and warm up my fingers. So I've got to come back now and close these gates behind us. Right. Oh, we're not even done with it. I was just going to say first lock done, first lock not done. Not yet. But at least we're down. So I don't need any speed here because I'm stopping. I've got to tie up and come back and close them. Thankfully the drizzle is holding off. It's a little bit but not too much. Right, so I'm going to give it a bit of reverse. Right, and close those gates. Oh. Right. Oh, these are so big. The beams are, you know, twice as wide and high as the narrow lock beams, so they really do take some pulling. How do people do 27 of these double locks in a day? It just beats me. How do they do it? This is our first one and I feel like I'm knackered. Absolute torrents, look. I feel like that's going to fill this lock in pretty short order. Yeah, some people love the locks. And like, to be honest, I don't mind one or two because they're good exercise. And it's nice, you know, a bit of vigorous, warm you up, all that. Bit of vigorous exercise. But these double-sized ones are no joke at all. And it's all double-sized locks now, all the way down to London. I'm putting some revs on because there's a workboat just ahead of me and I need to get around him. So there we go. Lock 1 done. It's called 7 because numerically it's part of the Braunston flight, so there's 6 there, so this is 7. But people call, anyway, whatever, you know, who cares? Who bloody cares? It's done.